Hi friends, it's Teacher Madeline with the Marin Child Care Council and HEAL. I'm going to show you what's living in this box. What do you think it is? I'll give you a hint. They fly around and go from flower to flower collecting nectar. Did you guess what they are? They're honeybees. So before I go in, I'm gonna have to suit up and be protected. Now honeybees don't try to sting you, but since I'm going in their hive and checking them out, looking for the queen and all the babies, I wanna be protected. So it's time to get suited up, and I'm gonna be wearing this funny hat to make sure the bees don't get in. So this is a smoker, and I'm gonna add smoke into the bees' home. And what that does is trigger them that it's a forest fire. And they get really scared, so they start eating all the honey, and their bellies fill up with honey and they get really sleepy. So they're not so angry that I'm going in. Do you see the baby bees right there? They look like worms. So we just went in there to see that everything is all right, that they have babies, that they're making enough honey. And guess what? They're doing so well that we just added a third box. 1, 2, 3. And this, they'll start to have more room for making honey for their food this winter. So I'm gonna put the top on and say thank you, bees. Our honeybee friends fly from flower to flower, going deep inside and getting the pollen all over their back legs and drinking up the nectar. Then they fly back to their beehive and deposit the nectar and pollen in their honeycomb. Then they fan their wings, and the nectar becomes thick and sticky, the honey that you and I enjoy. And they also eat the pollen and give it as food to their babies. This is an example of a honeycomb. This is where they lay eggs and raise babies, store food, such as honey and pollen. And here's a baby bee. It doesn't have wings quite yet. Here is a honeycomb, a baby bee larva, and a home to a queen bee. I love seeing my honeybee friends helping out in the garden and flying around. And it's important to know that honeybees are our friends. We don't need to be afraid of them, but we do want to give them respect and space. So make sure that you keep your eyes open to honeybees in your garden and find other insects too. Say hello and know that they're busy working hard to help our planet and make honey for you and me.